to Another Look, a film podcast where we go back and discuss a filmmaker's body of work, from their hits to their misses, as well as genres, eras, movements, and everything in between. On this week's episode, we are talking about nuclear warfare. I'm Ian Killian.
I'm Jordan Mushno.
Nick Creekbomb.
Ben Riley.
So, what's up, guys?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing. Nothing.
Not really.
Not shit.
Yeah. Just sort of hanging out in the basement again.
Trump got sad that Kim called him old.
Yeah.
Called him short and fat.
Playing a lot of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my God, is it addicting?
I just bought I was going to tell you guys, the new Uncharted game's $20.
Yeah, I know.
I bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
which one's the new one?
Lost Legacy.
like it's like a 7-hour
Like a
side
side thing.
story. It's not Drake's not in it, but $20. It's like an 8-hour game or something like that. So I picked it up. It's same thing. It's fun.
That's cool. I
Worth a
bought
shot.
Wolfenstein.
I saw you playing that too.
Yeah,
It's
fun.
it is fun.
There's this really cool part where you're the hero. This is kind of a spoiler, but like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're the hero, Blazkowicz, and your head gets cut off in like a public execution, and they catch his head with a drone, and then like the good guys catch his head with a drone, and they carry it back off to it and attach it to another person's body
That's awesome.
in 7 seconds.
It's
Yeah,
it's so the game
Yeah.
is so insane. I played the first one and like this the spin-off one, and they're fun.
yeah. I've never played the other one, so but there's like when you start it, there's a like last week on type of thing.
Yeah. It's crazy how like simple the gameplay is, but how deep you can feel about these characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I was
cool.
surprised because usually I don't care at all about
Yeah.
game storylines, and this one seems to be semi-interesting.
Yeah. But this isn't some IGN nerd podcast. This is about movies. So did anybody see anything good recently?
Daddy's
Cheap.
home too.
Cheap.
Okay, let's hear it. What about it?
You see it with Squid?
I saw it with Jordan,
Mm.
and these 4 people came in within 15 minutes left of the movie and sat down.
Probably more.
Probably more, yeah. And actually were like laughing at shit.
Flipping.
And they had not that it's really that hard to get what's going on, but they had no clue
Yeah.
in
The
context.
theaters don't normally sell you tickets that late, though, do they?
No. They bought tickets to the next show, which was an hour
Oh.
later, and then they walked in thinking, "Oh, we
It was
must have been
theirs.
late."
Yeah.
And then they watched the last 20 minutes and laughed, and then when the credits came on, they were like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, complete.
And
Did
I
they
hear-
morons.
stay?
Yes,
Oh
Complete
man.
morons.
complete morons. Yes,
But the movie was how anyone would probably expect. It was meh.
yeah,
Yeah,
not a good movie.
What about the first one?
I thought the first one had funnier parts,
The first one's fine.
but
This is below par.
and one other thing, another movie I saw quickly. Surprisingly, Victoria and Abdul.
I thought you weren't going to bring it up.
When you posted that on Letterboxd, I thought it was like a joke. I was like, Nick
No.
doesn't like this.
I was not that I was forced, but I kind of got coerced into going to see it with my girlfriend, and surprisingly, I really liked it. I
Yeah.
thought it was good.
That is surprising.
It was good acting. It had a good story. It wasn't.
It's like a period drama,
It was like more of a comedy, like but
but
Well,
like
It's
set.
still a period.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
but it did have some sad parts. But it was an entertaining story.
What's the part in the trailer where he like approaches her and you're not allowed to do that?
Yeah, and they make eye contact, and then
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of weird though.
It's
like,
set in India.
In England with an Indian.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of weird though. Like at first, I was like, "Are they really going for like a romantic relationship sort of thing?"
It's
'Cause-
like Lost in Translation type of.
yeah. It's just like people connect, platonic. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
But-
cool though.
But I wasn't sure where the fuck it was going, and I was like, "This is kind of strange." But yeah, it was good.
Yeah. It's just one of those movies that if I don't see in the theater,
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm gonna.
Yeah, I
catch
want to
it.
see it, but I haven't had
Yeah.
time.
For me, it'd be more, if not seeing it in the theater, it'd be seeing it like just streaming somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine making an effort to.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't feel me like pulling up. Yeah, but maybe I
There's
don't
so
know.
many options on Netflix and
Yeah.
stuff that I
Yeah.
can't take movies like that.
I'm starting to feel the stress of I need to see 2017 movies because it's the year's coming to an end, and I
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
I'm trying to figure what my top 10 is, and I'm like, ooh, this isn't that hot.
Well,
Easy for me.
they always do that though. They throw all the ones
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
see
yeah.
towards the end anyway. So
Yeah, easy for you.
Oh yeah.
Justice League gonna slip on that?
Maybe. I heard the score and I liked the score a lot.
That's good. Ben, did you see anything good?
Yeah, well, I thought it was all right, but
Mhm.
we're gonna talk about Murder on the Orient Express. Minus that part in the trailer, I thought the trailer looked pretty good
Yeah.
up until that point.
Yeah.
But I thought it was all right. I don't know much about I never read the book.
Yeah.
Never saw the original.
My
old
phone
movie.
going off.
Nick was on his phone. I'd say about
Slouching like 90. His like head was barely sticking up through the
he
hole
looked
on
like
the
a
chair.
bit
He was
like
slouching
like
so
a
far down.
slob.
Yeah,
That's what he looked like.
How does the text tone go on an iPhone?
And he was so distracting because I could see him out of the corner of my eye,
Just staring
like
at-
the
into
glow
his
of his
phone.
phone.
I at least tried to cover it up with my
Oh,
hands.
well, you didn't try very hard.
Oh,
yeah. You do that little shield.
fuck it.
Now, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the mystery was, and the conclusion to the mystery was whatever. But character-wise, very, very thin.
Yeah.
You don't really care much about anyone. You don't really know much about anyone.
Yeah.
So why was it good then? Why did you like it?
I enjoy the mystery aspect
Yeah.
of it.
But
But
that's
you
what
didn't-
that's what it's really about. It's not a character study.
But
I would have
Well,
liked
I
it
do
more
f-
had you cared
Yeah,
about,
of course.
but
They don't. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
to kind of throw around. But I kind of liked it too.
Yeah.
I thought Kenneth Branagh was awesome,
Yeah.
and he
I
was
think that
funny and
character's
quirky.
cool, yeah.
The character was cool. I want
Yeah.
to watch the Sidney Lumet one. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
And he's right. I do think there's an interesting like almost like a historical thing, even though I know it's fictional, about like the case that kind of relates to everything going on the train.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
Mhm.
it's kind of interesting because he shows up at a place he shouldn't be at and is forced to do this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I do think I thought it was pretty good too. I agree the end is convoluted and silly,
it
but
feels silly.
yeah, but I thought it was, pretty good.
That Imagine Dragon song didn't play during
No.
the movie.
They did
No.
play a random song at the end though, but it
Well,
wasn't quite that bad.
But
Yeah.
he goes on another case at the end.
It's
yeah,
setting up
'cause-
a sequel.
And because he's a famous detective.
It's like
cool.
a Sherlock Holmes kind
Yeah.
of character.
Yeah.
He's a cool character.
Peru or Perot?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Bro.
stick to the pink fucking panther. That shit's boring.
What the Pink Panther?
You brought that up last
Yeah.
time.
Did I actually?
Yeah. You brought you're like you
Peter
asked
Sellers.
Peter Sellers, and you're like, isn't he Pink Panther?
Oh yeah.
I bet you didn't watch 1 minute of this movie
Straight.
straight
Oh, I did.
without being interrupted by
Oh, I
your own
did.
phone.
You
I bet
said
you
it was
didn't.
gonna suck before it started, so I was like, all right, this is gonna be a negative.
And then 5
like,
minutes in, after you looked at
suck.
your
I
phone the
checked
entire
out about
time,
5 minutes in.
5 minutes in, after looking at your phone that entire duration, you said, "This really sucks."
Yeah, you leaned over and said, "This really sucks." I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
he hasn't
It
watched
sucked.
anything.
It really did.
He
It
doesn't.
sucked.
He doesn't know what happened at the. He solves the case at the beginning. That's like to set it up,
Mhm.
I was like, wow.
and he doesn't He doesn't understand it.
I was like, this is how they're gonna get our attention. See ya. Fuck
Quick,
that.
like
yeah.
it turned off.
Yeah, like it shut off.
It's it's fairly average, but it's still.
Yeah.
I still liked it.
Worth a watch.
Did you have anything you wanted to talk about, Jordan?
Yes, I'll talk about Marshall, which is the movie about Thurgood Marshall, the
Mhm.
first African American Supreme Court
Where'd
justice.
you see that?
On Friday?
Oh,
It's playing. Yeah, it's at the.
we didn't log it. Shit.
I haven't had time, or I haven't thought about. I have to
Shit.
log a bunch of things, but it was it was pretty good. They don't really pick a very interesting case, and the whole time he's not even allowed to talk in the courtroom really. So it's like Josh Gad, who is like the guy who's setting up this case, but the case isn't that interesting. It's just a good kind of historical document. So I think it's pretty good, but movies like that kind of need to be held to a higher standard. You
I
know?
think so.
Good performances, but not
I like
the
that
best case. yeah.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, that's who
Yeah.
it was. He did pretty good.
When it's funny because when it first popped up on screen, I was like, "Is this Black Panther?" I was like,
Yeah.
"The Black Panther trailer's different." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But speaking of Black Panther, I saw not really, but I saw Thor. We didn't talk about Thor yet,
I
did
don't
we?
think
Nope.
so.
Nope.
I liked it. There's a hype on it that it's different, and I'm gonna argue that it really isn't different. It's like putting like cheese on a hamburger and calling it a different sandwich. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I can see that.
But I did like it, but like
The only thing
it's a little bit more funny.
I
and
think the
the stu-
Taika Waititi characters are clearly in there.
Yes.
And they weren't in those other movies.
But
and there's also weird like electronic score stuff
Yeah,
that they
and
don't use.
Mark Mothersbaugh did it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
from Devo, and that was pretty
Okay.
sick. Yeah. Yeah, like there's some like, super like geeky like fluorescent, crazy sci-fi in there, but it's not enough to twist the genre. It's not a different genre. It's still a basic. I won't say basic. That's sort of shooting it down, but a superhero movie.
It follows the Marvel thing.
I
Yeah.
think the Taika stuff is good and bad because I like it, but it also drama's happening and they undercut it every time with a dumb joke.
Yeah.
And these characters are not characters anymore. They're bad comedians. Like when Mark Ruffalo shows up and he's just telling joke after joke. He has nothing to say besides a joke.
Yeah, I was disappointed in his in him and in that actually because he's trying to play like the anxious like straight man and like Thor is like the goofball.
Yeah.
And it just didn't really work for me. But I think that scene on the bridge when the immigrant song comes on is awesome.
Yeah. That is cool.
Kate
Blanchett looked awesome.
Kate Blanchett looked
It kinda
awesome.
A little thin.
But yeah,
that's
yeah.
Not, I don't think that's really her
They shouldn't
fault.
have.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have split those two. It's basically two movies up so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There and then at Jeff Goldblum's place.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
they should have integrated
nothing
that better.
really happened with him.
No, his
Not really.
planet got overthrown.
Yeah, supposedly. I guess I didn't watch the very last.
He's in the last
Yeah.
end credit scene, but it's a joke
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
so-
and I don't feel like I stayed for the mid credit one, and it was just
The ship.
a ship. So Thanos' ship, or somebody's
I read
ship.
something about Guardians of the Galaxy too. Something about those meeting up.
Yeah,
Thor and them
it
meeting
makes
up.
sense. It's in space.
Yeah,
That's what I was figuring.
In the I watched the bootleg of the Infinity War trailer. And
Okay.
you
I think
see,
that's what I'm.
yeah,
thinking.
you see Thor like fall onto their ship.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then he goes in.
I'm definitely excited because I'm just very curious on what's gonna happen.
Yeah, there's gonna be so much going
but
on.
there's gonna be there's a lot of story to put in that. I think.
Oh yeah, because they're not developing the big bad guy at all.
all these
movies.
and plus all the stones. I think the stones
Oh,
are
yeah.
very crucial, and it's very secondary in the other movies where it's just like, oh, these are powerful, but you forget about it because
It's been so long. Since
there's
some of them.
two
They
movies
like pop up, and I'm like, what does this mean to me? Every now and then they pop up with Infinity Stones, and
So hopefully they have figured out a good way to wrap that into it to make everything coherent. But overall, like, I would recommend it.
I enjoyed it.
But yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I do like Waititi. I think I would want him to do more of his own thing.
they're much better. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not his fault.
Even like his first one, or maybe it's not his first one, but like his first or second movie, and it's like a small thing. It's called Boy,
oh, okay.
and it's so fucking
I haven't
good.
seen that.
And yeah, but anyway, we're gonna take a little break unless anybody wants to say anything else. Nick is shaking
That
his
guy
head.
with Matt Damon was just another Hemsworth brother. Yeah.
Oh, and was Sam Neill?
Sam Neill was
yeah,
Odin.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I thought that was funny.
Oh man, that shot of Anthony Hopkins is so
Jordan
funny.
was cackling for a
Just
couple
because
minutes.
they keep whenever something epic happens, they redo that same like tracking shot of him on that,
Yeah.
and it's so stupid. It just keeps like skipping.
I think it's kind of cool, but yeah, he's just like wearing like boring ass fucking clothes, like
yeah,
normal
he's just like sitting
old man
there,
clothes.
straight face. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't inspire anything.
And there was
I-
something where it's like, this is like there's gonna be a game changer in this movie of the series, but
What was it?
I
Hulk
don't know.
talking.
Thor doesn't have an eye, or I guess he doesn't need
He doesn't
a
have the
hammer
hammer.
for his power.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
that's
But
what they're talking about.
I remember it being built up like there's a game changer. Like I thought it was like Hulk is gonna die, or
Well, I think that's the problem is none of the things in these movies matter.
Yeah, I hopefully Infinity Wars, because I think at that time, I have a feeling Thor's gonna be like a main guy, and like Captain America. Like I bet you, Chris
I think
Evans
a lot of people are
is
going to
gonna die. Yeah,
because I think
I
I
hope
think a
so.
lot of these
Yeah.
people went out.
yeah.
I don't really know, obviously.
I
but-
would. Jesus.
Well, not if it's raking money in.
Yeah, but how much?
if
much
you want
do
to
they
do
need?
other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think I could see Tony Stark handing it down to somebody like in the comics, but
And into Spider-Man.
He's probably the only one really raking in a lot of money.
Yeah,
I bet they
yeah.
underpay
yeah,
for those types of movies.
You mean Robert Downey Jr.? Because he doesn't really get a whole lot of movies outside of the Iron Man movies that make a lot of money, though.
No, well,
He
The
does have a good
soloist.
contract.
The soloist.
yeah, he gets. Well, what I'm saying is he gets the big money to appear in the movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't think I think the other actors are underpaid, and all of them kind of have been in big other box officey movies that have flopped.
But
Yeah.
the judge,
What's the
Robert
judge?
Duvall, shits himself.
Oh, Jesus. That trailer was kind of cool.
What, the judge? I like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Made
it.
no money.
I saw it with you.
Yeah.
No one expected that to make money, though.
Yeah. The
It's like an
the
old
money
man
maker,
movie.
the Judge series. Anyway,
But due date.
we're gonna take a break, and Nick's gonna tell us more Robert Downey Jr. movies.
Less than 0.
All right, Ben. What did we watch?
We are going to be talking about Miracle Mile. It was written and directed by Steve D. Jarnay. It was released in 1988, and it stars Anthony Edwards, Mare Winningham, and John Agar. The plot synopsis is a young man hears a chance phone call telling him that a nuclear war has started, and missiles will hit his city in 70 minutes.
Can you imagine if these people lived today, where they would get just a little prank phone call, turns them in. All they have to do is turn on CNN,
Well,
and they're like running
People
for their
do.
lives.
People do this stuff. Like, what's that movie where that guy calls to McDonald's and
Oh,
says
Compliance.
compliance?
That
yeah.
one's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie is actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, this
The
guy.
unbelievable.
This wasn't a little droopy. Well, you put it in wrong. It has to go up here.
Yeah, slide it down.
He's never used a mic before.
Or just slide it down through that. Push it down. You just did the
It's
same
not really,
thing.
yeah, it's not really different. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But but I mean, that guy wasn't joking though.
No, he wasn't. And that's what I think. It's cool. I
Yeah.
like the setup.
I like it. Yeah, because you don't know.
I like that part of the setup. I mean,
Dude. Every actor in it, pretty much, I recognized.
Yeah, it's a good cast of like side, like supporting characters.
Kurt Fuller
The
from
pig,
Wayne's
the
World.
pig guy is in it, right?
Who?
The pig guy from
Oh, yeah.
Cobra.
Pig. He's the helicopter pilot at
Oh
the end.
Jesus, that was him.
We are the ones. Pig.
Yeah.
the weird, that weird gay moment.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, it doesn't. It's cool.
it is cool.
It-
He's
it-
like,
he's like,
he's
let
like,
me-
have a problem.
Yeah, he's like, let me get somebody. And then he gets his like boyfriend.
Brian
Yeah.
Thompson.
And there's also a trans person. It doesn't even mention like it's like a weird thing.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is.
It makes
but
me
for an
think-
80s movie.
it makes me think of Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser, where they sit.
I
it's-
never saw that.
That's actually a nuclear movie too, because they hide for 40 years or whatever, and then he comes up to
Uh-huh.
get stuff, and he's like a dumb little 50s boy.
Yeah.
And he comes up, and there's like trans people, and he's like naive,
Yeah.
and he sells like baseball. It's a very kind of, some people call it a conservative movie, but
Wait,
I liked it as a kid.
Was it in the top 10 conservative?
No.
Is he a boy in the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, I
And
didn't
then
know if he
Yeah.
like froze in time or something. One of those.
No, they
kind of
just
movies.
they just lived.
That's Encino Man.
Yeah. Which,
It's
I've
kind
kind
of-
of watched recently.
And well, it's all. I feel like it's kind of like this too at some point because there's like this.
Man out of place. Well, this isn't,
well,
but those two.
No, but like this is like dorky at moments as
Yeah.
any like 80s comedy I
Yeah.
think is. I don't like I don't. There's some things I don't believe, like the relationship.
Well, I think in regards to the relationship, I think that's what leads to all the things you can't believe, because I don't think it works. And
Yeah.
then it literally dedicates 10 minutes at the beginning to like a weird lovey montage.
Yeah, yeah,
And then every stupid thing he does that prevents him from getting to the top of a building to reach the helicopter to
Yeah.
run away involves going back to find her.
yeah.
And they're just running around in different areas for who knows.
And I think
what reason?
I think it's kind of cool. Like, it's kind of like, there's a lot of these out at night movies,
Yeah.
like After Hours and stuff like that,
Mhm.
where
Into the Night.
Into the Night, which is coming out on like
Just got it.
yeah,
Shout
it looks
Factory.
really cool.
Yeah.
John Landis movie with Jeff Goldblum and
Michelle Pfeiffer.
yeah. And it's it's following these goofballs through the night and they're getting into like dangerous situations.
What's the movie with Jim Jarmusch where they're in the car, the cab, all night long?
A lot of his movies
yeah,
are like that.
people just hanging out at night.
There is a specific one in
yeah,
a cab.
with
but
Winona Ryder.
Mm-hmm. But anyway.
But yeah, so it has that, but then it turns into like a crazy, frantic thriller almost. And it gets really dark.
Yeah.
Like the scene at the gas station is like pretty good. You know, they're trying to get gas. He meets this random guy that he pulls over with.
Stolen
The
stuff
dude
in
from
his
The
car.
Purge.
Yeah,
Election year.
I like that guy. But he pulls this guy over with a gun, and he has him drive around, and they need gas, so they stop at this gas station, and the gas station owner for some reason comes out with a gun, and these cops come, and stuff intensifies, and his friend basically sprays gasoline on a cop, and the cop shoots a gun, and it ignites them, and at the end, the whole place fucking blows up. But it's really dark when people start dying.
Yeah, like the scene where the cars are all stopped and the
I love that scene.
Yeah, the guy's shooting up at him and then he follows him down almost into the sewer.
Kind
Yeah.
of weird that he follows him down just because he was standing on his car, though.
Yeah.
He like goes
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I didn't get that really.
Yeah, there's like some like weird logic. Like coincidentally, there's a helicopter pilot. The first place he looks, and the first
At
place
a
he looks
gym.
as an all-night like gym where people are doing like jazzercise and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's supposed to be 4 a.m. and people are jazzercising.
At that time, even later.
Yeah, it's that's kind of weird. And there's like a weird logic where after he gets the call, he goes back into the diner and he's like, "There's gonna, a nuclear bomb's coming." And then like this lady's like, "What did you say?" And
The
she
girl
has
from Pet Sematary.
yeah, and she
Yeah.
has like she's like clued into like the government, and there's just
She has a little phone.
yeah, and she's reading the spark notes for the gravity's rainbow, which is a nuclear thing, right?
Yeah, it's not that small.
Well, I think it was spark notes.
Oh, okay.
4 in the morning.
Yeah, because the book is like a
Yeah,
thick, yeah. At 4 a.m. with a big fucking cell phone.
Eating a gyro with eggs.
Yeah,
Kind
dude,
of
it grossed me
special.
out when his
Blood.
nosebleed
I thought he was gonna
Oh,
start
yeah.
eating it.
dropped into his eggs, and I was just like,
That was
"Ugh,
gross.
ugh."
He just got terrified because of Chip.
Yeah, Chip is the one on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Chip's the one on the phone who gets
yeah.
the guy's like, just forget everything you just said.
Yeah,
I thought the phone call. I thought that sequence was cool, even though it was kind of hard to believe. You know what I mean?
mhm.
But it's okay. It set up the rest of the movie in a way that made it exciting.
I think like it makes the movie and also hurts it. I think if you're in a certain mood if you're not like in the mood for this goofy 80s or like these extreme caricatures of character, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like everyone's like this type of person or this type of person, and
I thought it helped that lady was in the diner because she could add some legitimacy
Yeah,
because she
yeah.
could verify the things. I wish she didn't say she was dated a guy that was part of this
Yeah.
stuff.
It was
Yeah.
convenient.
yeah,
shit.
it was
Shit.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Everything there's a couple things and it's just like a little too convenient for plot. And like it's funny because like they explain this movie as like it's a night out in LA, and I feel like they're only hitting like a 3-block radius.
I know they keep coming back on the restaurant. I
Yeah,
kept
there's
thinking
a
about
part where they're running and they pass the restaurant. And I was like,
Spelled weird. Johnny's
yeah,
spelled oddly.
yeah. I was like, where the fuck are they coming from? That they're that close? Like the tar pits are must be close.
Well, it has to be that close because the movie only lasts an hour.
And I feel
you
like
know what I
That's
mean.
true.
They get
Yeah.
a lot done in that hour.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
even just going up like however many floors in a building would take you a few minutes.
Yeah, but and I think it's cool though. Like it's fairly close to real time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it probably slows it down a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
but,
Yeah.
I thought those random. I was terrified when those girls showed up with the machine guns to go up the elevator.
They were
and They didn't do
awesome.
any. They
No.
didn't do anything. But
Yeah.
I was like, "What is going on?"
I think it's just showing it the last hours of like who's gonna pop out and
Yeah.
do these weird things. Like what was it? Fuller?
Kurt Fuller.
He was like a drugged out like
Yeah.
yuppie, and his eyes. He stares at the explosion and his eyes fucking
Well, is that
pop.
the Scary Movie principal?
Yeah,
guy?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that guy. That guy's hilarious.
Yeah. What else was he? Did you say he was in
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. He's like yeah.
I'll mention something I thought was pretty stupid. But it was at the very end of the movie after they fly away. For whatever reason, the guy comes back after already leaving. I don't know why I
I
did that.
told you I'd come back.
Yeah,
Oh, the
he
helicopter
said
pilot.
he said he would wait for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then their helicopter hits the water and starts to sink, and it stops sinking with their they act like they're gonna live underground and they're not gonna go up because there's nothing up there anymore, and they're just like sitting in like
tar.
in tar.
Yeah.
And why would they be safe from this nuclear weapon?
Well, I think I really didn't catch that.
Because first of all, it knocks them down,
like a,
you know
a
what
blast.
I mean?
Yeah.
And then they're just sitting there, and there's like another explosion. Because there's how many are there? Because there's one when they're in the elevator.
Well, I think there was multiple missiles, so
Yeah,
maybe
there's like 3 or 4. I
yeah.
think.
So maybe they got like an EMP bomb or something.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
must
know.
they did mention something like
Yeah.
that. The
Elec-
pilot guy.
Yeah. So
He's like, my controls don't work.
yeah. There's like some weird stuff with that. I think it should have ended in the elevator because I thought that scene was really good.
Yeah, I agree.
He's like talking about it's like the insect's turn to like live on take over, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, but if it would have ended there, it wouldn't have shown the.
The helicopter guy.
I think it would have been
They
okay with it just like sort of going to white. You know what I mean? I mean,
like more ambiguous.
yeah.
They basically don't have any answers anyway.
Yeah, they
Not
go up to the
really.
front and they see fucking Fuller's eyes pop out, and they get into well, yeah. I
He
think
dies and they don't. Or not Fuller, but the pilot.
They technically do die, though.
Why?
The bomb's going off, right?
Yeah.
well, yeah, they're definitely dead.
Oh, are they? It seemed to me like several bombs were going off and they were just surviving while
Well-
they're in the helicopter, half dipped in water or tar or whatever.
Well, I think it was they're gonna sink into that thing and like be fossilized. I think because that's
okay.
the beginning is like they're talking about like dinosaurs being fossilized and
yeah.
things being fossilized in the tar and just stuff like that. So I think it was kind of like
Yeah, it's not super clear though.
yeah.
But he was so charming in the museum. Those little kids.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is kind of weird.
He was weird.
Yeah, I think he's definitely weird. I understand, like, you might be getting a vibe from some girl, but like he was like following her and like
Him getting ridden in Pet Cemetery 2.
I think oh yeah. I think there's like a weird
What about Ivan and the grandma?
yeah, I
That
was gonna
kind of
say
weird.
well, I think that was from an old script.
They went on and ate at Carp's to get some
Um,
pulled pork or something.
Yeah,
and-
a triple bypass.
Yeah.
I think that's the stuff that kind of like pulls me out of it, but like is also kind of fun.
yeah. I don't really have a problem with it.
It
even
just
though
felt random.
even
kind of,
though
all
a
that
second-
stuff.
they're all going to these restaurants that are open all night, which is completely possible in a place like that. But then like 20 minutes later, obviously everybody's there's riots everywhere. So I kept imagining Ivan and his new girlfriend, wife, grandma lady
Yeah,
were just like getting like punched by like other customers.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and not
I do think that scene when they're like you mentioned earlier with the streets and people are wrecking their cars and stuff is very stressful, and people are like fucking on the streets, and some people are robbing people, and it's like people would loot. Like I think this is a cool like super characterization of the last hour before the apocalypse.
I think that stuff is cool, but it's just so forced because he keeps running away from where he's supposed to go for no reason. You know what I mean?
Like,
All
I
he
gotta
has to
go
do is
do
go to
this.
the top of the building where he already was.
Yeah.
yeah,
and
but
people
it's
just
for
keep-
it's for his honey. It's for his love.
Why is she moving? Why does she keep running away from it?
Because she took a Valium or something, and she was like goofy for like 15 minutes, and like he pushed her in a car, and she's like, "Ooh, why am I here?" And like,
Yeah,
it
I
just like
just-
didn't need to be. Like, I understand it's cool. It's kind of a cute like.
I think their
picture.
relationship forces them to make dumb character decisions all the time.
Yeah,
And that's because it hinges so much on it. It spends a lot of time
yeah,
trying to make us care about these two.
yeah, and it. I think it could have been better if it wasn't just. Oh well, no, I think it could have been better if it wasn't just the happenstance of like this is their first date. Do you think?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You mean
No.
if they were like actually dating?
If there
for
was
it?
an actual like substantial like relationship
Yeah.
before that, would that change? It's not as
I don't know.
romantic, as like as some like weird neckbeard would be like, I met a girl and I fell in love with her.
I'm gonna jump out of a truck to go
Yeah,
find her.
yeah. Like I think like the like white knight stuff is kind of like corny.
Yeah.
But I think like if they had like a structured relationship before then, and like there's some like weight there, It
Yeah.
could work, but I think they want to try to envelope it all in like almost like one whole day.
Yeah, no, I get why I get the time thing,
Yeah.
I just thought, she was stupid.
Yeah,
She just kept running away.
I
Why
read.
is she running around? And then he
Oh
and then
yeah,
he's-
he does see her, and
Yeah,
yeah, I did read there was another script of it gonna be the older divorced couple,
oh,
and I think that's
like the Ivan thing.
yeah, and he like there's like a regret, and he wants to help her because they're still in love or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would you can't sell it on old people, I guess.
No,
movie,
I get
yeah.
they can't run around like that.
Yeah, so but
Cool score by Tangerine Dream.
yeah, the music's very
Yeah.
cool. I like the music. And even how like crazy some of the acting is, I think it's very fun. And
I thought it was fun.
yeah, I would
I did.
I would watch this again. I picked this because it has some. Did you guys read any reviews? There's some fucking hype.
Yeah,
about
I
this.
saw
like,
there were quite a few high ratings on it.
I could see it's a good cult movie, but like people are like, this is a
Yeah.
5-star film, and I don't feel that. I could see 4. I'll probably go like 3.5, 4, but like I people flip for this.
I think it's fun to watch, and
Yeah.
I think you can. I think if it hurts itself when you think about it for a second. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And
exactly,
if you can just
yeah.
shut your brain off and get through it, you have a good time.
And like there's like it's taken as like a serious whoopsies that was
Little zap.
a little zappy. It's taken as like a serious, this is what's gonna happen. This
Yeah.
is what could happen. And I think it doesn't in my memory it doesn't play like that.
I just think the phone call and the initial diner scene are very strong.
Yeah.
And they're what's so good is they're so immediate and it's very much in the moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're there with them characters and you don't know what's going to happen, and
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely exciting. I'm gonna give it a strong 3.5. How about you, Nick?
3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'd give it a 3.5.
Yeah.
I'll say strong 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because like I would watch this again. I would show it to other people. I would, if it was. What did you buy it for?
$10.
Yeah, I would probably buy it. A Blu-ray. But we'll see. Because I mean, this could happen. Well, okay. Here's a good question. What would Nick do? What would you do if you got a call like that?
I'd be those two people fucking on the street.
You would try to get your
I'd find Sadie.
I would never believe it. So
What's
I would
that?
just
That's a good save.
Yeah.
I would just die because I would never believe
Fuck.
it.
Fuck you. No, don't shut up.
I get
I'd blow my
we
fucking
get phone
head
calls
off.
where the IRS is like, "We have your money. Buy us $200 in Target gift cards." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Imagine if he got that phone call. What would he do?
He'd be broke.
It'd be an easy way out to blow my fucking head off.
What? But
Nice.
you would die. Well, I would rather die in a nuclear explosion. That'd be cool.
You would?
Yeah.
Maybe you could come back as Superman or something.
Tetsuo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better band than the movie. All right, let's go.
What's that?
What?
Tetsuo.
Is that
Yeah, better local band than the movie.
They were a band.
They're from like Wilkes-Barre or something.
Yeah.
There's another movie called Tetsuo the Iron Man. It's
yeah, I think it's Takashi Miike or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I haven't seen it though.
me neither.
Ooh.
Who are? All right, we're gonna take another break, and Nick's gonna sing the Who. Ben, what else did we watch?
We will be talking about Akira. It was directed by Katsuhara Otama. It was also written by him and Aizo Hashimoto. It was released in 1988 and it stars Nozuma Sasaki, Mami Koyama, and Mitsuo Iwata. The plot synopsis is a secret military project endangers Neo-Tokyo when it turns a biker gang member into a rampaging psychic psychopath that only 2 teenagers and a group of psychics can stop.
What a beautiful looking movie. This
I love the animation.
It is so good. I remember because this is my second attempt on watching it, and I finally got through it all. I just had a bad version of it with like bad.
Same here. I tried to watch it before and I only watched 20 minutes of it. Was probably 5 years ago.
The subtitles were really bad and like not matched up, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll watch it in a better form." There's a couple scenes where it's like the camera, quote unquote, spins around a character, and it's like 3-dimensional, and it looks so fucking awesome. Like that is probably takes so much to draw.
Yeah,
Like the
especially in the
the camera
80
move,
like
the
late
camera
80s.
movements and stuff. It's so awesome.
Fuck. Computers can do that shit.
Yeah, they can
They
now.
can,
and
that has helped animation tremendously.
yeah. But I just think it looks so good, and the detail of the world, the style, the aesthetic is cool. Do you think that's cool?
Jim Henson shit can need that
What?
shit done.
Jim Henson.
I thought it reminded me sort of like Blade Runner, sort of.
Oh, for sure.
Well, Blade
Yeah.
Runner.
Yeah, it ripped off Blade Runner.
No, Blade Runner ripped off this culture.
No.
Yeah, Blade Runner ripped off
Japanese
the future.
culture.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. It literally tried to make LA a Neo Tokyo,
Yeah.
which was what Japanese cinema and animation
well,
were doing.
what year is Blade Runner?
82.
Yeah.
The
But
movies before.
yeah,
But
but-
yeah, it's heavily influenced from Japanese culture.
Yeah,
Akira's heavily influenced by Blade Runner. Yep.
Well,
it's also based on a manga, so I don't know when that was written.
Yeah, Blade Runner is influenced from lots
84, I
of
think.
Okay.
of this stuff that happened before Blade Runner.
Original idea, Blade Runner.
Oh man. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Miserable fucking.
But
sack
like,
of shit.
well, there's like stuff that like reminds me of like Clockwork Orange, like the gangs, just
Yeah.
the youth taking over
Yeah.
this
They didn't do the in and out.
the city. No, they didn't, but good. It didn't need it. But yeah, I do think there's like definitely like some issues. Like I think it's a little convoluted and stuff, but man, like this is a such a good movie. I'm so glad we watched it. Is Nick glad?
You're right. It was fucking convoluted.
Yeah.
Jesus
I want you
Christ.
to-
I could not follow for shit.
I thought some of the character names I have trouble with,
Like,
but that's because
they're
they're
kind
named
of
like Key
similar.
and Kai, and
yeah,
that's
a
just,
lot of K names.
that's
yeah.
just a part of me not, being used to that. You
Yeah,
know? It's like
yeah.
somebody watching our movies that have characters named Jim and John and Joe.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I thought that was a little difficult, but I loved everything else. I
Yeah.
thought I actually loved when it got weird.
Well,
You know what I mean?
The end is what I have like struggles with, and maybe another rewatch will help clear it up. But like
Like the big blob thing.
yeah, well, even when I think I get that, but like Akira comes to life and like sends them to
Another dimension.
Another
basically.
dimension.
He creates their own. And then they say he creates a Big Bang to create its own universe in another
I saw that,
dimension.
and like
And that's where he-
Tetsuo does, or
No, Akira does it, but he takes Tetsuo there to train to
Oh.
help hone in his powers,
Yeah,
so he
okay.
can control them.
yeah,
Well, I admire the fact that it doesn't tell you.
yeah.
this,
There's no
because
exposition where it just
It would
throws
be
you in
like
that world.
watching. It would be like watching Interstellar at the end, where he does that weird pull in the strings thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it explained it like that one did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's more interesting, more sci-fi
yeah.
based and ambiguous when it doesn't tell you exactly what's going on.
Yeah, and it's definitely like if you think about it, well, what year was like Hiroshima and Nagasaki? 45, I
Yeah.
think. So
Yeah.
like 44 years later, they're I guess Godzilla is a big like allegory for
Absolutely.
Yeah.
nuclear warfare and stuff like that. But
And
like
they were already, and this movie already takes place after lots of nuclear warfare because it's
Yeah, this
after
is-
World War III, right?
Yeah. So, Akira does what it opens with what looks to be a nuclear explosion, or
Yeah.
there's like this horrible explosion that kills, or
That's
that
1988, and then the movie goes to 2019.
yeah, that like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that levels like Tokyo, and then it becomes Neo Tokyo.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
I
just
thought it was awesome that they had blocked off parts of the city that are not recovered from that.
yeah,
That basically
like the
those
tunnels
events.
and stuff.
Yeah.
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 I think it's I don't have any like anime series that I watch. I tried to do Death Note, and I couldn't really get into it. But I could probably watch the bike. Like if there was a series of those biker kids, I could probably watch that because that's those scenes were so cool to me.
It's weird because it does kind of integrate these two things that we like with like the biker gangs and like the ambiguous sci-fi. You know what I mean? Even like X-Men like type stuff
Yeah.
and
yeah,
into
yeah.
one thing, and it's a very big kind of bold choice to do all of these things. And I think Stranger Things tried to do some of this stuff too, and it was a misstep. But I think it's cool. I think it works more in animated movies, and I think that helps. Who's supposed to do the movie now?
Jordan Peele was in rumor too, and I don't.
I
As
think
much
there
as
was
I like
someone
him,
after him.
I think somebody else has it.
as much as I like him, I don't think it needs.
I don't think it needs it, but
I think it would hurt it.
I don't think it would. I want it.
Well,
I think it would depend, but
I
like,
think it would be
but-
expensive.
if it was like
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell, how that was, then no, we don't need
I
it.
think Ghost in the Shell looks cool.
I
I
Yeah.
think
Ghost
it has
in,
the look.
I think Ghost in the Shell nailed a lot of the stuff. It just didn't nail the first step, which is the script.
Who
yeah.
directed
It's-
Ghost in the Shell?
Rupert Sanders.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy that did the first.
Apes
Snow White.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, he
wait.
do Snow White too? He might have done
There's
Snow White. in
Rupert
the last
Wyatt and Rupert Sanders are two different
I
ones.
think it was Wyatt. I think it was the guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell sucked ass.
Yeah, it has the look. I think the trailers look cool, but I
it's
think
very that's a very even more so than Akira. I think it's more dense in terms of what it's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Akira's also very dense, so
Yeah.
I do think it would be very difficult.
I found this easier to follow though than
Oh,
Ghost in
then
the
the
Shell.
anime of Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I think I would
It was
say so.
yeah.
I
They're
think
both
it's-
lacking any explanation of.
Yeah, and this one has characters that you can follow
Yeah.
that also
yeah.
don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? In a way that Ghost in the Shell's kind of more. It's like they're speaking in philosophy or something.
This
you know?
this movie has like a living world though, which I think would be hard to do in a remake. I mean, it's been done, but
Yeah.
like there's the people revolting. There's this fear of the government, that this totalitarian government that is using like the military and science, and it's all these fears that like still stand today. Of what can we handle? Should we have this technology? Should we be able to do these things? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that they've already gone through this stuff and they don't really they have some steps to deal with it, but they're obviously not effective, and they don't seem to understand that they're not effective. They were even though they have these three kids,
The babies.
the babies. What
Yeah.
do they like? Seants or something? Cents or something?
Emperors.
Look like little old
Emperors.
people.
Emperors. I
Yeah,
think that's right.
Yeah.
And that's cool that they have them on their side and that they're trying to learn from them, but they're trying to shoot them with like guns and stuff that obviously don't work.
Well,
Except for with Kaneda, he's pretty good with that gun.
yeah, the laser gun, but
Yeah.
also I mean, Akira is like flat out like ripped apart. Like there's like we tried with science and like,
They tried to study him.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know. Did he do that to himself?
I don't think I think the general or
The soul thing
the colonel
did it. Do you think from that satellite from the sky that they
that they
use
shot?
on Tetsuo?
I think that was just a weapon, but it could have been. I think it was just like experiments that they
Yeah.
were.
So you think the experiment led to the? Did the experiment? Not the you think, because this is probably how it actually happened. The experiment on Akira led to that disaster at the beginning.
Oh, that's definitely possible. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I didn't think about it like that in the movie. I thought he kind of went crazy like Tetsuo did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
maybe that is what happened.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That could be a thing too.
Yeah.
And there was also a thing where it said one of the the munchkins said like you're too old for this power.
Yeah, to Tetsuo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's something with like there's like a
like it's always in them,
yeah.
and he didn't discover that he had it until it was too late. Well, or not till it was too late, but he harnessed it for so long that it.
Yeah, because he originally had it before the accident, right?
Yeah, he must have. They kind
'Cause-
of said it like it's in all of us type of thing.
Yeah, and he unlocks it. I thought it was a thing he touched.
That
the-
well,
the
it was
ki-
Triggered by the
hitting that-
accident.
Yeah. So, but at first I thought he touched, like they could transfer their power, but then like, Kanada touched one of them, and I was like, he didn't get it. So, but then I finally got.
But they also were able to use other people, I think, because they used that key person.
Well, yeah, she got
as
powers.
the-
Yeah.
And then I think they used Kanada for a second for a little
Yeah.
bit at the end to
Yeah.
get to him at least.
Yeah.
Who, Jeff Kanata
Who's that?
on
Slash film.
last film.
the Adam Quigley replacement.
They that Watiti
Taika
guy
Waititi is
is
the
the-
guy they're
is the-
talking about.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't like. I I like him.
Is like Tetsuo gonna be like making like jokes and stuff?
Well, you think I'm kind of like a rock man, you
Justin Lin is another one.
Yeah.
know?
No
Pass.
thanks.
I like fast stuff.
They would try to turn it into like a motorcycle
Like, we saw Star
racing
Trek
movie.
Beyond.
Yeah, teens
That's all I needed
fucking
to
and
see.
stuff. Yeah, there was dirt bikes in that. Like, I don't know, but yeah, the cyberpunk aesthetic is cool. But yeah, there's like that, and they're trying. So
I think. Sorry to interrupt.
no, it's all good.
I usually there's usually a little bit of a like a shield between me and anime that it just like keeps me from getting into it.
Me
you know?
too.
Yeah.
Some of it is
Um,
cultural.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we're
for
not
sure.
used to it.
But this, I didn't have that issue. I was just
No.
kind of I was into it
Me too.
right away, and I was like, this is like, I felt like I was a kid watching a cartoon.
Because maybe I think like the shows have too much exposition or something like that.
a little
And-
too goofy, maybe.
And they like there's something about those worlds that they're like
they feel more cartoonish.
and they over explain relationships and everything,
Yeah.
and this doesn't.
I liked
Yeah.
how violent it was too.
Yes.
I wasn't anticipating that.
Yeah, limbs being cut off, people getting hit in the head with like pipes on
Oh
motorcycles.
yeah, I
and
love
stuff.
the weird like David Cronenberg type body. Weird,
Yeah.
weird stuff at the
Yeah.
end, like that giant when it came out.
And like that, it's kind of like a allegory of like what happens after like the cancerous stuff and mutations from
Yeah.
nuclear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just can't get into this shit.
even with how
I-
cool like it looks.
I enjoyed. I thought Studio Ghibli shit looked better than this.
Really?
And I thought
I think that looks good too. though.
Yeah.
But
I was more into watching that
this stuff.
Spirited Away than
Well,
this.
I think Spirited Away is a great movie.
Yeah, I do
So
too.
it's I don't think that's a hindrance, But
yeah, but you're talking to me here.
Something cutesy and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, this has an edge that does not.
Which I thought would grab him.
Yeah,
truthfully,
I agree.
I thought.
Well,
you'd
he
like,
likes things that rip off this, this kind of
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Yeah, I thought the Blade
Like-
Runner kind of stuff would even have pulled you
Yeah.
in more, but
Well, yeah, I was like, wow, this really ripped off Blade Runner.
but
I was like,
but,
Jesus.
But so you just know there's just a gap.
The
Did you
stuff
try-
was on the screen.
Did you look at your phone?
Yeah. Yeah.
and you were
Oh,
watching a
bet-
subtitled
You bet
film.
your ass I looked on
And
my
you were
phone.
and it was subtitled. So
Dude,
you
I couldn't get into it.
so you had no
You should
idea
have
what
watched
was
the
going
dub
I
if
knew
you
what was
were going to
going
be
on.
like
you
that.
love you
I didn't know there was a difference. I didn't know that there
you
was
love
two
like
versions.
300 and like Batman vs Superman. That's just as animated as this movie
Nope.
almost.
Had this serious issues going on in Batman and Superman, not Pokemon-esque bullshit going on in Akira.
That's no.
Oh,
That's
that's
one of
what
the
the
duff-
animation looks like.
You're fucking
It looks
Stupid.
looks,
You are fucking-
animation looks like Pokemon bullshit.
you are fucking actually stupid for saying that.
That's okay.
Like it bounces from opinion to fact.
Yeah, that's okay.
For that, but yeah. Well, it's just weird that you cared more about
This is
the Ghibli movie.
It is. I don't know what. I think this I need to see again to really say.
Me too.
This is-
I, up until like the middle, I think is when I hit like a block of like I'm having trouble following.
Well, when it starts to get weird, it gets weird for a long time, and you kind of expect it to end a lot of times, just
Mhm.
because of normal story structure would be like that.
Yeah.
Because he's like in that it's like a final showdown with Kaneda and Tetsuo on that rubble, and then there's like a whole half hour left. You know what I mean? And it just goes on. I don't think that's a problem because I liked everything that happened after it, but I think I was not expecting it to kind of like be paced that way. you
Yeah.
know?
I think, Jesus Christ, was it long? I was like, oh my
I
God.
mean, it was 2
Well,
hours.
It was 2
but
hours,
It's
and
long
it felt
for
it.
somebody who's not, watching it.
It's like,
Yeah.
holy fuck.
Is this podcast long? Because
No,
you look
no,
bored
no.
as fuck now.
No, I wasn't.
But anyway, yeah, I did. I was like, okay, this is 2 hours, and it felt it to me. And I think what like hurt it to me is like some of the stuff like that is like the Dragon Ball Z esque of
Yeah,
like
I
the
could see
powers and
that.
stuff. Where
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't love as much when it's grounded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
think that's just like
It's a weird mixture.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. But overall, I would watch this again.
I want to.
Yeah.
I think I need to. I think it it could be appreciated a lot more by me.
Do you, did this spark anything for more anime?
I'm always open to it as
Yeah.
long as it seems good.
Yeah, of
Perfect
course.
Blue. I really want to watch that.
Oh yeah, Nick keeps talking shit about it.
Check it out.
I read it's pretty surreal. It's like a weird one.
I do want to watch more anime because I think some of the stuff sounds super interesting. It's just I just haven't been able to become accustomed to that style yet.
And who knows, with our bonus episode,
I'm sure he has some anime.
Yeah,
Check it out.
I think there's a chance we're gonna do a bonus episode.
Let's do a season of.
just all anime.
Yeah, let's do like a whole season. I don't know. They have shows that are like thousands of episodes.
Well,
so just
hey,
make Nick watch
next month is next month, and I bet he pick. There could be a chance of him picking
anime.
No, what would be what would make you pick?
Perfect Blue. I just don't jerk off over this shit like
You don't
everyone else
have
does.
to.
Like everybody else does. I know
Everybody else does not.
I don't. It just.
I bet you sometime in your life you actually flat out have.
No,
jerked off to
no.
I bet
Fuck,
he has.
I
no.
bet you fucking have.
Fuck no.
Some
Hell
like
no.
worm
Hentai.
hentai
That's
shit.
squid jerk off shit. Half star.
Half star
yeah,
for this.
Half star.
You didn't watch it.
I watched it.
No, you didn't.
Unfortunately, I did.
You did not.
I fucking did. Unfortunately, I did.
Who's Tetsuo?
What?
Who-
The main character. Fucking heavy ass death metal band.
No, wait.
Wilkes-Barre.
Which character?
The main guy. I don't fucking know.
I don't think you know who it is.
Oh, I watched the shit.
Okay,
'Cause
what,
he is
what
not-
happened to Tetsuo?
The fuck? What?
What happened to what happened to Yeah, he's doing the lie words, huh? He doesn't know who Tetsuo is.
I think he watched it. He just didn't pay attention.
Yeah,
I didn't
it-
pay attention.
no,
I'll
it-
be honest with you. I
It
didn't
was
pay
on,
attention.
but that's not watching it.
Well, it was.
was
Unfortunately, I devoted the time to put it on.
Okay, that doesn't
Wow.
mean anything.
I devoted the time to download.
Your lack of time, your busy schedule. I'm glad you.
I did. I watched it instead of the Titans game.
Oh,
I did.
I'm glad Steve McNair's dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
Rob Ronas too.
oh my god.
no, but just because you have, there's like a. Okay, I'll be at a
It's not-
restaurant
it's-
and there'll be a fucking football game on, and I'm not saying I'm watching a football game because it's
'Cause
on
it's
in the
on.
same room.
Listen, because you guys like it, that's fine.
No,
That's
no, no,
fine.
no. It doesn't matter whether we like it or not. We do a podcast where we talk about these movies. And when
Right.
you don't watch it, how can you talk
I
about it?
did.
You don't know-
Unfortunately, I did.
He doesn't know who Tetsuo. He doesn't know who Tetsuo is.
He's the fucking main guy. I don't know.
No, he's
He's not the main guy.
no. He's the main guy.
Oh my god.
We asked what he did, and you didn't. You didn't explain.
You're like, huh?
Did the huh?
Well, I'll find out what he did.
Yeah, you're cheating. You're Wikipediaing it.
Oh no, I'm letterboxing.
What is that going to say?
I don't know.
Okay, we can rate it and move on to our
God.
bonus.
I give it
episode
a
picks.
4.
I'm crying.
I'm gonna give it a 4 also.
Oh,
I'll be a light 4.
Yeah.
I think it could.
late. You were talking so much up with this.
Well, a 3.5 to
Well-
a 4 would be good.
Well, I think
so-
we
A
also
4
talked about how there's issues with.
I think I need to see it again.
Yeah.
That's my. I really do need to. I'm still giving it a 4, which is great. I usually don't do that for a movie I have questions about.
Well, I only said that because I wanted to get another bingo square.
what.
I'm talking
bitching
shit on
about
ratings.
Yeah. Boy, your rating was fucking dumb.
Half star.
Half star, baby.
Yeah.
To a movie you didn't watch.
Null and void.
So that's the lowest.
He's,
So
given,
this is-
he's
so-
given half
No, I gave
stars.
Shivers
No,
a
no,
zero.
no. So for this month, Boy
think
and His
this
Dog
is-
is better than.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, I mean that's fine. It's your thing, but
God Johnson.
yeah. So I'm gonna give it a 4. I would like to see it again, and I'm in the same boat as Ben on anime. Like I'm willing to give it a try if it gets into my routine or something like
Yeah.
that. But it's kind of hard.
I'm more
at the
interested
same
in the
time.
movies than the shows.
Me too. Because those shows run hard. Like I'm not gonna watch Naruto, but that fucking
Thousands of episodes.
yeah, crazy amount of
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
So we have some extra space in our month.
We're gonna do a
End of
bonus
November.
episode.
End of November, and we're gonna do a bonus episode since none of you freaks
Gave us real
gave
answers.
us any
Real
we're
suggestions.
We're not
real
watching Mrs.
suggestions.
Doubtfire.
Yeah, which is better than Akira, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
He
Okay. and-
watched one of two of those movies.
And so we're picking from a list, 1,000 movie list from Edgar Wright, right?
Yep.
We have
cu-
random numbers in a hat.
He did like a curated movie list, movie.com, and it's 1,000 and 1,000 movies. So we picked a couple numbers: 420, 69, 952, 12, and it's all. And the list is chronological. So the earlier movies he picked, are the earlier movies.
Number 1 is from 1920.
Yeah. So there might be some silent movies in there. So Nick, can we use your hat? He just closed his eyes. So we're gonna pick these numbers out of a hat. All right.
Oh shit! The earlier ones or the?
Yeah,
that's what
Didn't
we
we say
had.
that?
Aw,
You
damn
picked
it.
12.
Yeah, he wrote 12, so he
Damn
might
it.
be biting himself in the.
Fuck.
All right.
Oh, I'm excited. What are we gonna
All
come
right.
up with?
Are we just going to pick them first or what?
Okay, are we gonna establish any
Oh yeah.
voids or
Well, we
can we
said no shorts,
no shorts?
and matters how we feel, we might change because we're little babies. Well, someone is. Nick is picking out of a hat.
28.
So that's early. That's early.
So should I announce? Should
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
say what
Yeah.
28 is? It is Duck Soup by Leo McCarey.
What the fuck?
That's the Marx Brothers.
Yeah.
No one's gonna listen to that shit.
It's a really funny movie.
How long is it?
I don't
It's
know.
probably how long is it?
It's an hour and 8 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay, I
short
can
as
do
fuck.
that. I can
Yeah.
do that.
I really like Duck Soup.
Okay.
Are we gonna do that?
Well, we'll have two and we can void one.
Okay,
And
all
that's
right,
it.
all
We're
right.
gonna do
Okay.
once, okay?
All right, here, Jordan, your pick.
Okay.
Nick picked Duck Soup. Quack quack.
What's this one? 669.
All right, it might take me a little while to get.
That's
to
a Nick pick, I think. He picked that one.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
it.
Probably
Six,
put
six-
some glue on it or something. So my hand.
So that's later in the. I bet. What era do you think that is? Like 80s?
I hope.
Keep talking. It's gonna take
I
me a
bet-
while to get to it.
669.
I bet you that's like.
That's a lucky
80s.
number, baby.
I could turn it around and it'd be.
It looks like it's
No.
Akira.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding. Just
we
kidding.
can vote on which one we void or if we want to stay.
Rather watch Duck Soup.
I'm only on 192. It's gonna take me a bit.
It's all good.
We got time.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
everybody's getting a race now.
We got time. But yeah, Duck.
Duck Soup. I'm glad. I want to.
Have you ever seen Duck Soup before?
No, I haven't.
Man, there's some parts in it that make me fucking laugh so hard.
I want to watch
Like
it.
what?
There's like Groucho Marx is just really funny. He's just like a piece of shit, and I think he becomes like an emperor of like a country or something.
It sounds fun to me.
But
How's about it?
but yeah. So
It's
this
an hour and 8 minutes. Come on.
yeah, that's not bad.
It's a bonus episode.
But
It'll get.
and Ben's thumb is getting sore. He's scrolling down
I'm in the
1,000
400s right now.
1,000 movies. So
I didn't realize it was gonna have to be like a load more
I'm
scenario.
sorry, but
it's all good. No, I think we're.
Oh,
we're
is it? That's what.
That's what's taking so long.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in the 500.
but
Ooh, we're
I'm
getting there.
sorry, but back then they had literally a whole blank canvas of ideas that they could put on paper, and they fucking
He
named
writes
their
down.
movie Duck Soup.
you're right. Edgar Wright picked this.
They
You don't
could have
like
named
Edgar-
it Blade Runner or something
No.
fucking awesome.
Okay, what
like
is
the
a Blade?
Thing.
Why is it? What? Explain what Blade Runner is.
A Blade Runner is like a bounty hunter.
Yeah, but why is it called Blade
Yeah.
Runner?
I don't know, but it's a fucking cool title.
All right, what's the number?
669.
669.
I thought it was 662.
No,
No.
Oh,
9.
669.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think Blade Runner is kind of not that cool of a title.
669 is Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee.
All right,
All
never
right.
saw that. Don't really care about seeing it, but I never
All
saw
right.
it.
Now Ben can pick one, and then we'll vote one out. So we have Duck Soup, Do the Right Thing.
Damn it.
Do the Right Thing's a good pick.
It is
a
really
good pick.
good. Yeah.
That movie's.
69.
69. Now I gotta
Ooh,
go
what
all
are
the
we
way
gonna
back.
vote out?
That's an early one
God
too.
damn it.
That's an early one.
Nick, you're the one who loaded the basket with these early
Ah.
numbers.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, it sucks that you have to go to the very back. Hold on, somebody else can load it from the top, I think.
Oh yeah.
That's all right. I'm almost there.
Rather watch fucking Dogtooth again.
Oh, did you just watch it?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Well, it was awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad.
It is awesome.
Yorgos.
All right,
Yorgos
69
Lanthimos.
is Murder My Sweet by Edward
Ooh.
Dmytryk.
That's Philip Marlowe.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's watch that and
Well, doesn't someone else still have to
do the
pick
right
one, or-
thing.
Yeah, let's do. We can
Or
go
how-
ahead.
Oh,
pick,
okay, 'cause I
Pick
did
one
pick
out.
one.
We'll get
Okay.
4, and then we'll vote. We'll each vote one out, and whatever gets the most.
All right, good.
We should have been. We were a little top heavy with the early ones.
Yeah, hopefully.
420.
These are all Nick's.
No, this was
I
mine.
was
Oh,
I was
okay.
69.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was 420. But Nick was 669. And then he also did his first one was 12.
Oh, maybe I was 28 then.
See, I didn't know the dynamic of the list.
420 is Ali Fear Eats the Soul.
Oh, Ali Fear Eats the
Ali.
Soul. Okay. Hell
Man,
yeah.
no wonder this guy makes shitty movies. He has a shit taste.
You don't
too.
like Edgar Wright movie?
No.
Oh God.
I haven't
Fuck
watched
no.
Ali Fear Eats the Soul.
Just
and I
be
want
glad
to.
we didn't pick 12 because that was Animal Crackers. I don't even know what that is, but
I'd
What's-
rather fucking eat animal crackers than
That'd
watch
probably
duck
a
soup.
short and get canceled.
Okay, so
Okay, let me check out.
Actually, let me see.
So we got Ali Fear Eats the Soul. That's an hour and a half.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
I'm not worried about time.
I am.
I just want to make sure. What's the Philip Marlowe one?
Murder My Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not.
No, I bet you
Wrong.
that's an hour and 20.
I'd watch that.
It's good.
Okay, let's watch it.
No, we're voting.
Okay, that's an hour and
Fuck.
30. None of them are long. Besides, probably Do the Right Thing, which is probably not isn't that long.
I bet you
I don't give a shit
normal.
about watching that though. I'll watch it.
It's
It's
good.
so random.
I think that's his best movie.
Oh, I think
I've
it's one
never
of the best
seen
movies
it.
ever
Summer of
made.
Sam.
Yeah.
Summer of Sam.
I've never seen that.
Okay, go ahead. What are you voting out of those 4?
Yeah, you have to pick one.
What's that last one?
Ali Fear Eats the Soul.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a
The
German.
Rainer Werner first Fassbender movie.
Yeah.
What? Michael Fassbender movie?
No.
Just
Oh, okay. I'm voting that out.
All right. No judgment. It was for
I'm
real.
just. What was the first one?
Duck
Duck Soup.
Duck
See,
soup.
I don't know anything about Duck Soup.
Okay.
I'll vote Duck Soup.
Fuck
Alright.
that. Bye.
Okay. I'm gonna vote Duck Soup.
Oh, so Duck Soup is out.
No, unless you vote for Ali, and then we have to do another. We have to do.
I'm
another.
cool with no duck.
Okay, so
Alright.
let's do it again.
Okay.
I did that strategically
Yeah.
because
So
I want Ali. So I legitimately want to see that movie.
yeah. So you might get Ali. All right, we'll see. So what are the ones we have to pick from?
Now we have Murder My Sweet, Do the Right Thing, and Ali Fear Eats
All
the
right,
Soul.
you're going with Ali.
Yeah.
All right. Do whatever you want.
Ali.
Okay.
Okay.
So
just be,
Bye.
do the right thing.
Bye, bitch.
and
Vote, do the right thing. So we have to vote again.
no, because is this gonna go in a circle then?
They can't vote for the same thing twice.
I wouldn't care about watching that, but I think I'd rather watch the other two.
That's
'cause
fine.
I know more about
Yeah.
those.
Okay.
I'm cool with Do the Right Thing and Murder My Sweet.
Yeah.
Random choices, a
Very-
black and white
yeah.
noir, which works for Noirvember. And then Do the Right Thing.
Crime, minorities,
Yeah. So
New York City.
then
Pizza.
after is next month for December.
What are you doing? What are you doing
Get
there?
on the mic.
To be announced next.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
still am thinking about some shit.
Really?
I guess you could wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still thinking about some shit.
So you're
Okay.
going to change the
We
theme
don't-
altogether?
There's one movie in it that I'm just.
Oh, so
on
you're
the
sticking with the
fence.
theme that you told us?
Yeah.
Let's
Cool.
just make sure that we don't switch this theme halfway through December like
it's
last
gonna be
year.
the same theme. There's just a movie that I might switch out.
And
Okay.
and we already figure out who the guest is gonna be.
What?
We already figure out who our guest.
Yes.
All right. Cool. You guys can get us on Facebook at Another Look podcast on Facebook
Another look
pod.
at gmail.com is our email
Email.
address.
and review, rate on iTunes.
Subscribe.
That would be great.
Yep, we are there regularly. So
Murder My Sweet.
So we will
See you next
See you
time.
next time.
Yeah, bye.
See you next Tuesday.